Now, the Mercy changes. Okay. I need to think because I don't want to be rude. But there are inexplicable changes where I'm like, how and why did they come to this conclusion? So, Mercy's been trashed a lot for like ever since Sojourn's been out. And that's a trend, by the way, where she's always trashed when a DPS comes out that becomes really good because of Mercy damage boost. Which means, by the way, this is my opinion and also the opinion I've seen of some people in like, you know, other Twitch chats and like YouTube comments, and I agree with this opinion, which is if there's never a problem with Mercy damage boost until a hero comes out and that one hero becomes like OP and meta thanks to damage boost, then damage boost is not the problem. It's the hero. Because if damage boost was the problem, then she would be a problem all the time. She would be meta all the time with everything, right? That like she's not. So I'm of the opinion damage boost is fine. I don't care if they change it to something different. A lot of Mercy players also don't care if it's changed to something different. But you know, I think it's not a problem. Res, we can see why people think that's a problem. And Valkyrie as well. And we've like so many Mercy players. We've always said this, even on podcasts like SVB's podcast, where he's had like top 500 Mercy players come to the stream and the podcast and openly say we don't give a fuck about like Valkyrie and we don't give a fuck about, you know, whatchamacallit, Res. You could remove it, replace it with something else. What we play Mercy for is her movement. That's what we love about her. Literally, not one Mercy player I've ever spoken with has told me I don't like her mobility. The opposite, every Mercy player I've ever spoken with has picked up Mercy for the exact same reason as myself, which is her movement is super fun. And you can do so many cool things with it. And so, this is what I don't get. When you are faced with people that tell you, I don't like A, and people who use whatever A is say, I'm okay with, like, you know, changing A to something else, but keep B. And nobody really is complaining about B, right? Because people are like, oh, I don't like Mercy, like she's so hard to hit and whatever, because it's like the whole thing piled up together, right? Like the main complaints have always been damage boost and res, and how she's impossible to kill during Valkyrie, right? Apart from those, then you add everything else, then of course the GA on top of the other two things that they always complain about, it becomes a lot, right? But the two main problems were something else other than her movement. So why? Out of A and B, A being the movement, B being like what people are actually complaining about, which is Res and Valkyrie, why do you go and change the things that barely anyone is complaining about, and it's the one reason Mercy players play Mercy? Why do you do that? Like, it's literally her identity. It is literally her identity. And not only that, but they coupled it with making her a heal bot. They didn't just do one or the other, they did both. They made her into a like really slow heal bot. You might as well play Kiriko. I'm sorry. You might as well play Kiriko. Like, the reason that I main Kiriko is because She was like a better Mercy. She did really good heals. She could support other people. Like, yeah, I couldn't damage boost people, but I can still enable people with Suzu. I can enable people with my ultimate. You know, there's still like different ways to enable your team, but there's also the carry potential that Mercy didn't have, you know, from like actually hitting your shots with the kunai. That's why I gravitated towards Kiriko. That's why I love Kiriko. And now I have even more of a reason to stay very clear, very steer clear of Mercy. Like, there, at least before I was like, hey, today I want to have like a chill game of Mercy. This change, I'm like, nah. Like, of the thousands of hours that I've had on Mercy since Overwatch 1, don't want to make me come back to play the hero after these changes. Like, this enforces the really bad low skill Mercy plays that you see, where you see Mercies like heal botting their tanks, ignoring their DPS, never using blue beam, and it removes any skill that like good Mercy players could have had, because the skill was in the movement, and the skill was in like who to damage boost, when to damage boost, when to heal. Now it's like, well, I can't even heal myself because I just have the normal, support passive, and the best way to heal myself is by healing other teams. And the more I heal them, the more I heal myself. So I might as well just heal and only heal. You know, like just heal. You know, it's like it makes no sense. You know, and even in a situation where before, you know, like say that your DPS is like low HP, you hold down, usually you would hold down your right click, stay in like cover, and let yourself heal. Say that both you and your soldier got hit, you're very low HP, he's very low HP, you push back or pull back, let yourself recover, while you keep the damage boost on the soldier, because you know that he's gonna get those kills. Maybe you do a tiny little bit of healing and then go back to damage boost, but you're not gonna like heal him full HP because he's winning the fight for you, right? That whole scenario, to me, in my opinion, is changed, because how are you gonna heal yourself in time to make sure that, say for example, if he gets killed anyway, you maybe want to res that, and you know, if you're gonna take a little bit of damage, you're not gonna get like immediately killed unless they have like a, you know, sniper, which then you wouldn't do that anymore. But like all of that is changed, because it's like, hey, I can't heal myself properly unless I heal you, so I'm gonna heal you first instead of damage boosting you, so I can heal myself, and then I'll damage boost you. But by that time, you know, whatever damage he could have done to like win the fight might not have been done. And you know, it's like, it's a mess. It's a mess. Maybe my point of view is not great because I'm a Plat Andy, you know, and whatever, but like really just I don't know, man. That's my rant for the Mercy thing. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. They've just removed her identity altogether. Like, completely. No more identity. Identity, goodbye. Out the window. Bye-bye. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I just... No. No. I don't like it. It's shocking.